Tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio, dropping knowledge in the studio you already know.
Ladies and gentlemen, check out my new song on all streaming platforms, iTunes, Google Play, Brown Dollars, Wild Hustle.
South Circle, Circle South. Hustle hard, hard hustle. Check it. Was out here trying to hustle, boy, get $1. Used to whip Impala, so these bitches follow. See, life's what it's worth, that's a nigga motto. Getting all this money, wanna fuck a model. Mama, we gon' make it, we gon' see tomorrow. If a nigga got beef, more meet Diablo. Used to spin a block, now I spin a beans.
Chaos Culture Radio. This is Prince Hakeem.
Hey, this your man Ronnie Ron. Man, Hakeem, man, you blew up my phone. We had a topic to talk about.
We
What's on your
got
mind, brother?
We got something serious to talk about since a lot of people are scared to talk about this. Abel and Preach said it's not their fight. They're not going to talk about it. I'm a little bit Abba and Preach. I'm not saying I'm a little bit shocked knowing that he's a Muslim. You know what I mean? Abba, Preach, I can understand he a Haitian boy from out of Quebecois. You know what I mean? It's not his fight, but me being black, we're gonna talk about this Palestine incident with Hamas and
Israel.
Now, first off, before we get in this, and people, I want to have to interject this, and me and my co-hosts, we say this. We pray for the families on both sides, Israel and Palestine.
Yes.
What's going on is very horrific. And there's a bunch of things we can talk about it. We want to give our prayers to the 8 Israelis that died and over 100 Palestinians that's died. So I'm gonna let my co-host go first because I got some stuff to say. Maybe we might have a long conversation about this. This might be short. What is your feel about this?
When I heard about it, I think it started off last week. It started off last week when I heard apparently Israel attacked Hamas over. But the thing with this, this has been an ongoing battle for decades already. They've been battling over the land, half of the land, because I think it has something to do with the Jordan River.
Yeah.
Because Hamas feel like they own part of the Jordan River. Israel said no, it's been a part of our land for decades. So that's when the war actually started. But the problem is there's a lot of bloodshed because Hamas don't really have strong military like Israel. You know, Israel have very strong military. And not only that, but Israel also have the United States backing them up. So as of Hamas don't have anybody. So it's like 2 against 1. But from a recent report from Fox News, I saw how they say Joe Biden say he's going to withdraw United States military from Israel and say United States don't really have nothing to do with it between Israel and Pakistan. So, but as of right now, like you said, you're Palestinian. So as you said right now, this going battle is already lasted for a week now, and from reports and from sources, you're talking about from CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, rockets are being launched at each other back and forth. Killing dozens.
Now, a lot of people don't understand this, but Israel started the fight by raiding a mosque.
Correct. They did.
They started this, but nobody's not going to say nothing because everybody's on Israel's side. Now, the death toll in Gaza, the Palestinian, it's way over the death toll in Israel because Hamas don't have the technology.
They don't have strong military backing. Correct.
No, they don't have it. They don't have the technology. The missiles. Listen, Israel. They brought down they brought down all the news station in Palestine, Al Jazeera, and everything. They're dropping bodies.
Yeah, they is. I'm saying they is. They're not playing.
They're not
Israel is
playing.
not
They're
playing.
not playing. Now, we're trying to be very careful the way we talk here. We love Israel. We love Israel. We love Palestine. The conflict is it goes either way. But in this situation, it's a little bit difficult. I need the black people to be freed in Palestine.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I care about. I pray for both families, but the blacks, the ones who are African descendant in Palestine, I need them to be freed. And I say that for many reasons is because what the Arabs got going on with the Jewish people, we got nothing to do with it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong? Or
No.
do you think I'm a little bit left here?
No. Go ahead.
This thing been going on for years. We don't know who's
That's it,
wrong,
years.
who's right. I just know that there's a group of people that caught in between two conflict of two people. And these are people who look like me. Hopefully they can get their situation together. And we can see this. We all know that Israel gonna take over Palestine one day, right?
Right.
Because they dropping bodies. You know what I mean? They're gonna take over anyway. You know what I mean? They get $4 billion a year from the US. They also get another couple more billion for Jewish people from all over the world. They got one of the most advanced security systems. You know what I mean? Their network security, their Mossad.
That's what I'm saying. Israel, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Israel has a strong defense.
Yeah.
From where it was 10 years ago.
Listen here. Here's the funny thing. They're the only country within that region that has nuclear weapons. You know that?
Correct. Facts. Yes, they do.
So I think they're going to be okay. You feel what I'm saying? I think they're not going to have a problem. But the thing about it is, what troubles me is 200 people died in Palestine. A lot of babies got killed. Nobody's talking about that because I think that one people care about one side than the other. I care about the babies. But the thing about it is, there's enough people who cares about Palestine. There's enough people who care about Israel.
But Israel has a mentality of wipe them all out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because remember, they study the Torah. So the Torah teaches them that leave no survivor, walk them all out. Trees to come among you, they're trying to wipe you out, wipe them all out. So they don't look at children and women. No, they do not. They're gonna wipe you out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, brother, let's even be more serious about this. We might as well say this is an ethnic cleansing.
Yeah, for them, this ain't. That's why the United States don't want. That's why Joe Biden. You know, I kind of agree with him too. I think still back out of it because they don't have nothing to do with it.
They don't got nothing to do with it. So Joe Biden did his thing. He played his hand cool.
I agree with him.
Our hats off. And us here, we don't got nothing to do with it. It's not our fight. But one thing I am going to say, free the black Palestinians.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the ones who look like niggas over here. The ones who are dark-skinned, who have no quarrels with none of that stuff, who just trying to eat and get a bag. They're caught up. So, you know what I mean? Like, where's free black Palestine.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. Because I know they get persecuted every day.
But what about the black Israelites? There's some black
Israelites. My God. Listen. Whew, man, that's a whole nother conversation. You know they're getting deported. You know that, right?
You said they're getting deported.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. No.
They're getting deported. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, they're getting deported. They're getting deported. Israel not playing with none of y'all. This is why I say I can't care too much on what's going on. I want to make sure the black Israelites okay and the black Palestinians. That's all we care about. Because the thing about it is, Israel has showed us and Palestine has showed us, which we're talking about our fair complexion brothers, that they got their own beef going on. It has nothing to do with us.
That they don't have nothing to do with us, no.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with us. But one thing I am going to say is, though, if this is supposed to be a holy city, how y'all sending rockets at each other?
That was trying to tell you. There's a whole nother generation. That was you it's like the bully. It's like they just got tired of being bullied by the Pakistani, and everybody is against Israel. So it's a lot that plays into it. It's a lot of
But let me ask you a
politics.
question: how can you massacre a bunch of people who got no weapons?
That's what everybody's saying. I'm not saying that. I'm telling you, I'm aware they haven't shown weaponized defense. I was saying Israel has strong defense. I was like, for them to fight like this, it's to me it's pointless because you finally get somebody. It's like us, like we have guns,
Yeah,
and somebody have knives. It's like it's pointless. Like, bro, we got guns here. We got all the guns. You got only a couple of knives? It's a waste of time.
And rocks, and sticks. They got machine guns. Listen, that's why the death toll on the Palestinian side is all right.
Yeah, it's high. Yeah.
Hamas trying to drop a little something, but they can't do much. Israel gonna push them boys out to the Jordan Sea.
Yep. That's what it looks like. And I'm like, I'm gonna feel too bad because it's like I said, they always picking on Israel. So it's like they showing that, like, look, we're not nobody to mess with no more.
How can
you know what I'm saying? So
listen, how can you pick on somebody like Israel? Israel country has been established 60 years. They came over there and just took over.
Yeah, fact.
And just took over. They just took over. What can we say? Like, you know what I mean? You came here, we gave you a bunch. They gave them the United Nations said, hey, we'll give you a country. They went and took over Jerusalem and stuff like that, called it a day. They stopped it. They revoked Palestinian pass. Now, mind you, we're not saying we're on anybody's side. The only side we're on are the black Israelites and the black Palestinians, which they don't care about your beef.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't care about your beef. Free the black Israelites. Free black Palestine. Free the Ethiopians.
And then according to BBC News, Biden told them to cease fire. And then Benjamin Netanyahu from Israel, Israel president, he said he's not going to cease fire until everything in Israel's citizens are restored. So he's not listening to Joe Biden at all. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Let me ask you a question. If we go in the Bible, I don't know about the Torah, I don't know about the all that other stuff. If we go in the Bible, do anybody actually own any land in the whole world?
Good point. No, because if you go by the Bible,
that question for me.
If you go by the Bible, the only one that owns everything is God. God said, I own everything. The land, everything is mine.
Then why do we have passports then? Why people restrict people from coming? Why somebody go on why one person go on another block taking over another and say, nah, this is ours?
Because that's something we created. That's something that man created, and then whatever man created.
So let me ask you a question. Do Israelites own Israel and do Palestine own Palestine?
No, Israel tells you. They say this is not our land. This is the land of the Lord.
If this is the land of the Lord, stop shooting rockets then.
The name of the God they never say.
Because they both looking like hypocrites. If they say this, if this is supposed to be Holy Land, I thought in the movies you're not supposed to shoot guns on a Holy Land.
I agree. But however, remember in the Torah, it teaches them that whoever try to come to invade your land, you have the right, because God have given them authority, the right to defend that land. So that's why they feel like they have right now. They have that right to defend the land that was given to them. Remember they saying this land was given to us by our God.
No. When they say this land is given to you by your God, that means you come work, eat, and sleep. That means you can't take other land and tell people you're going to have to move out. Listen, the land got so small for the Palestinians, you might as well say they in the poking beans.
Yeah, but remember they say the Palestinians wasn't supposed to be in that land.
How they been
all Israelites?
Listen, how when they've been there for generations?
I'm agreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you at all historically.
Listen,
however,
I'm not saying they own that land either. Go ahead.
But when it comes to the nation of Israel saying they own all the land. Even right now, even with the issue too with the Dome of the Rock, because in the Dome of the Rock they have it in Solomon's temple. They want that to be gone. because they want to rebuild the temple again. So all of that is supposed to be all Israel. No Palestine at all. That's why they want them gone.
Let me ask you a question. And do you think that they're doing God's witches?
According to them, yeah.
I don't know if they know. I don't know if they read the Bible, but
like talk to the rabbis. The rabbis will tell you that's why they're not really saying Israel what Israel doing wrong. They're saying what Palestine's doing is wrong because they want Palestine gone so they can bring more Israelite back into their homeland. That's why they say they want Israel, because Israel is all scattered all throughout the earth, the four corners of the earth. I think you heard that.
They are.
In the book of Ezekiel, all the people are scattered in the four corners of the earth.
They are.
But also in the prophecy in Israel, they say one day all the people are going to come together and come right back into the land of Israel. That's what they want to happen. They want to fulfill that prophecy and all Israelite coming back into Israel.
Okay. I don't know the text that much, but I'm wondering what if they might be wrong? What if they get? What if the Jordan River swallows all that whole and puts that underwater?
Good point. We don't know because remember, according to I think you already know the Black Hebrew Israelites, the one that's here in the United States, they claiming that Black people gonna one day own Israel and all go back into Israel and own that land again because Israel is supposed to be a part of Africa. I think you mentioned that at one point to me.
Yeah.
How Israel is a part of Africa, so that land was stolen from them. So
yeah,
it's
definitely.
That's why I say, and I think you already heard this prophecy as well. They say whoever controls Israel controls the world. So that's the whole point. And also Christian also preach the same thing. They say the Antichrist is going to come from Israel and it's going to rule the world as well. So everybody's eye is on Israel because that's what we've been taught. That's what we've been indoctrinated with. And that's what everybody's waiting for. Is that big battle between God and Magog. I think you heard about that as well.
I have heard about that. But one thing I noticed is we're not living in peace.
Yeah, we're not living in peace. Mind you, and under Trump, that's why I see, which is true. One thing Trump said true before he left the office, he said, y'all notice under me, there was no wars.
No,
look, under Biden just been in office, look, all these wars are happening all over the place.
Oh, yeah, because he's taking another approach. But you want to know something? I think we should go back to another approach. I got an answer to solve all these problems that's going all over in the world.
Go ahead.
I got one answer. I got one solution to solve what's going on in China, what's going on in Brazil, what's going on in Israel and that. I think we need another mass flood. Do a whole reset.
So global warming and wipe everybody out?
Wipe everybody out, even me and you. I'm talking about get us another Noah, an ark, do a reset, drown everybody in the water, even me. We do a whole reset.
It's kind of funny because one of my friends actually told me that the other day, like when he was in town, he actually told me that. He said, "Ron, I'm not gonna lie, I think we need to start over." He was telling me.
We do, because let me tell you something. If we do a whole reset, wipe everybody clean, nobody's not gonna fight in Palestine and Israel. Nobody won't know. Listen, by that time it'll be a new group of people. We drown all the Bibles, the Quran, everything. We just do a whole reset. We make new religions. We call ourselves one group of people, and we'll stop all the killing. I'm ready to die. I'm ready to drown in the great flood. Please, Lord Jesus, send us another great flood so we can stop the killings. Matter of fact, I'd rather the babies drown instead of getting killed with airstrikes.
But a lot of people, to be honest with you, a lot of people won't probably, even when people hear that, they'll be like, man, he's talking crazy. A lot of people won't be like, he's talking crazy. A lot of people probably agree with you.
For real.
Because a lot of people feel like this world is out of control.
It is. Listen, we won't have no Black Lives Matter. We won't have no police shooting down black men. We won't have rapes. We won't have sexual harassment at the workplace. Every issue we got now, we won't have bank frauds. Kids won't starve no more. Let's do a quick reset. Give us another great flood. Give us another Noah's Ark. We picked the chosen ones. Send them off. I'll be waiting here until the water rises and suffocates me underwater so we can do a whole reset. That's what we need. We need a whole reset Because let me tell you something. The way they going, more babies is getting killed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? More dudes is getting gunned down on the streets. You might as well say, we the Palestinians in America.
Yeah.
But we ain't asking for no land. We just live here.
That's true.
We just live here. All we want to do is be free and be able to eat a Jamaican patty with cocoa bread and some ginger beer in freedom. I think a lot of people, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I pray for both of them people, man. But really, not to be callous or cold about it, but the only people I care about is the black Palestinians, is the black Israelites. The Israelites are being deported by the hundreds, and some of them had been there since 1960.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
politics is a dangerous game.
It is a dangerous game. Global politics is a dangerous game. So this is why, as us being Africans, descendants of African in the Northern Hemisphere, we need to practice cultural politics, race politics. We got no choice. Everybody else practice cultural politics. Israel practice it. Palestine practice it. In America, we need to practice cultural politics. I'm culturally black. I need to practice black politics. I want to have a barbecue day every Saturday of the week. That should be a law. You know what I mean? I want to have a law where we strictly only have black police officers in black areas.
But remember our issue is, we even talk about it, it's just economic.
It is economic.
Don't have strong economic. If we have strong economics like the Asian, because people are like, how come they pass a law for the Asian? The Asian has a strong economic.
Oh, yeah,
How come the LGBTQ community, how come they pass laws for them? They have a strong economic.
They got
That's
a strong,
what we got to understand. If we get a
powerful.
strong economic, we can get anything we want.
And to be honest with you, black people don't got no power in America. We're just we get to jump a ball, we get to get behind a mic, and we get to have sex with. But we're just boys and little girls here. They don't respect us.
Yeah, because we don't have economic power.
We don't have no economic power.
You know, I watched the movie Scarface. Scarface, one of the lines he made Al Pacino. He said a good line there, which is very powerful. He said once you get the money, then you get the power, and it's true.
Yeah, no, definitely. So,
and that's the thing with blacks. That's what blacks have to understand. That we have to understand that soon we get the economic, then we get the power. That's all. That's all it is to it.
No, definitely.
See, the blacks back then, they was doing that. That's a whole nother topic too.
Yeah,
that's why I was like, I always go back then and study and research back then how they did things. They had a lot of economic power.
Economic power with Marcus Garvey, Booker T. Washington,
all these
Honorable Elijah Muhammad. They practice black nationalism. We should practice cultural politics and understand this from the T. And we'll understand this. So, you know what I mean? Our prayers go out to Israel. Our prayers go out to Palestine.
And Palestine, exactly.
Palestine, our prayers go out to both of them.
Hopefully they come to an agreement and stop
Hopefully they come to an agreement. But
there's going to be more body shed.
Dropping bodies. The only thing I really care about is freeing the black Palestinians and freeing the black Israelites who are being deported by the numbers, who's been there since 1960s. You got black born American Palestinians. So hopefully they come to get free the Afro-Palestinians, free the Afro-Israelites. I guess that's me.
Yeah.
And what about you?
Yeah, I'm the same way too. I'm on agreement with you. My prayers for Pakistan, my prayers for
Palestine.
You know, Palestinians. You know, them Palestinians, Israel. But they've been battling for 10 years and going. Like, hopefully they come to agreement and all this could stop.
Yeah.
But, President Netanyahu said they're not stopping.
They're not stopping. So, and if y'all needs an answer, come holler at me. I'm going to pray to God to give us a whole reset all over the world. One reset will solve all this problem.
And that being said, KR Culture
Radio, we out.
We out. Peace.
Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode.